I know the Obi-Wan show has gotten some hate on some of the episodes, such as the characters and plots, and for me, there's only one scene that I find a little odd, is the chase scene between the bounty hunters Reva hired for Leia. It was just redundant because they could have easily caught her without a weird chase scene. I have tried to steer away from as much hate videos on Kenobi because that can easily influence my opinion on the show and its characters. When I was younger, I loved the sequels as any other Star Wars film. Didn't see anything wrong with it, with Rey or her taking the Skywalker name. I actually enjoyed that ending a lot. It was until I really got into Star Wars YouTubers like Star Wars Theory, my perspective of the sequels was and is heavily influenced from his videos, which is why I'm not watching any other videos on Kenobi from other YouTubers. I don't want Star Wars Theory or anyone else make me hate Obi-Wan, because personally, I love the show so far. Anyway, other than that, this show has been incredible. Episode 3 is my favorite so far, with the brutal scene between Vader and Obi-Wan, where he just destroys him, and although some of the episodes have been slow, it's a great show. I haven't made any videos on the Obi-Wan show so far. I almost made a video about the Grand Inquisitor with him dying and him also being in Rebels after Obi-Wan, but now I'm making a video on my season finale predictions. What's going to happen? Who is Vader going to fight? And my final theories for what is going to happen to Reva. So in the last episode, we saw Obi-Wan turn Reva to what her main goal was, and honestly, I didn't think at all Reva could be turned. It was one of my theories, but I didn't think it would happen just because of her character's personality. She wasn't necessarily turned, but the fight between her and Vader was crazy. So we see her stabbed, which I think this happened to her during Order 66 as well, and she survived. I'm not sure. I can't tell from the flashbacks. But she now knows that Obi-Wan is protecting a boy on Tatooine from the hologram, so obviously they aren't done with her character yet. I was surprised to see my prediction come true with Reva turning on Vader, then dying from him, or at least getting stabbed. So with her, I think she could still help with Obi-Wan in the finale, which is also part of my prediction. So she could find a sickbay on Jabim at the Rebel base and somehow survive, I'm not sure. I think she might hunt down Luke, possibly threaten him, blackmail Obi-Wan, not entirely sure. Or she can help between the fight between Vader and Obi-Wan, which is where she would ultimately die from Vader. For the final fight between Vader and Obi-Wan, I think it would be similar to the fight in Kenobi Episode 3. The transport is going to make multiple stops before they make the Alderaan, as we hear from that one guy, so we would still have Leia as another thing Obi-Wan would have to worry about. At the end of Episode 5, they said their hyperdrive was damaged, so the Empire would maybe aboard the ship, like in Rogue One, and the Rebels wait until the hyperdrive is back on. They could either fight in a Star Destroyer, Obi-Wan and Vader's fight in a Star Destroyer, or on a planet, which I think is more likely to happen on a planet. In A New Hope, Vader talks about how he left Obi-Wan, not the other way around, which was in Kenobi Episode 3. Vader didn't even try and destroyed Obi-Wan, burning him alive. But technically, Vader didn't leave him to die. Obi-Wan had help. If I remember correctly, in Episode 3, Vader says, "It's not over, Obi-Wan," or something like that. Maybe it was, "The pain is just beginning," I'm not sure.
Your pain has just begun.
Anyway, this shows that obviously there will be another fight in the finale, and Vader didn't even try to beat Obi-Wan. So if Obi-Wan does give it his all in the next episode, he is still going to be destroyed, shown no mercy. I also think that if Obi-Wan does end up being burnt again, then this would add to the fact why he looks so old in A New Hope. But my predictions are Vader is just going to destroy Obi-Wan in the season finale, show no mercy, and brutally burn him and leave him to die in the end. I don't think we're going to get any cameos, maybe an R2-D2 cameo at most, then another appearance of Bail Organa at the end. And for the overall ending, I think it's going to be a bad ending like Revenge of the Sith, where Obi-Wan is brutally burnt and destroyed by Vader and left to die. He'll be forced into isolation again, and that will be the end. I know I haven't made any videos off Obi-Wan at all, but that is my final fight prediction. I hope you guys enjoyed it.